GTA 5 is now 10 years old, and while I found myself more disappointed with the game as years have gone on, there is one aspect of GTA 5 that I've always been massively disappointed with. In the official announcement for GTA 5 in 2011, Rockstar said GTA 5 would focus on the pursuit of the almighty dollar. Later on, we learned that the game would feature multiple heists inspired by the fan reception to GTA 4's heist level. So yes, we got some heists. These were also pretty disappointing, but for most of them you do earn some cash, which is typically the main goal of most heists, monetary gain. It's also the focus of GTA 5 apparently, the pursuit of the almighty dollar. But what are you meant to spend that money on? Yes, the story kinda revolves around the characters needing to get money together, but gameplay wise, money has no significance at all. It doesn't really make the game that much easier, and how much money the protagonists have doesn't change the story. So what can you spend money on? You can buy businesses with your money, but they're fairly useless. The money you earn from them is insignificant, and the generic missions you sometimes get from them are bad. For example, Franklin can buy the business Smoke on the Water, and this will cost him $204,000. What does buying this business get you? Maybe some fun smuggling missions with high income? Nope, it earns you $9,300 a week and some very boring missions. Occasionally, Franklin will receive a message from the manager saying he needs Franklin to do a pickup. You drive to the location, drive the van to the business, and that's literally it. There is no real impact from helping your business, and the money you gain is so insignificant that it feels pointless. The missions for all of the businesses in GTA 5 are generic, boring, and have no impact on the game world. You're almost better off not buying most of them. You can buy clothing for the protagonists, but they'll annoyingly change their outfits as you switch between them over time, and you'll have to keep returning to your safe house to choose the clothing you want. You can pretty much buy most of the clothing for Michael and Franklin immediately after the first heist early in the game, so it's not really a long-term thing you have to save money or earn money for. Vehicle customization returned to GTA 5, which was well missed in GTA 4. Each protagonist in GTA 5 also has their own personal vehicle, which they'll use throughout the game during missions and in free roam. Personal vehicles will spawn at the character's respective safe house or nearby when you switch to that character. The personal vehicle feature is nice, as in older games, taking customized vehicles out of your garage meant you'd lose them if you tried to start the majority of missions with them. So, you can spend some of the money the game throws at you into upgrading these vehicles. However, it doesn't feel all that beneficial. Like, you can max out your vehicle, but it won't really make the game that much easier in the single player. But I guess it's something. You can't change your personal vehicle to another one. So, any other vehicles you modify in GTA 5, they can't be used as a personal vehicle. Each character can buy a garage in a location unique to them, and these garages allow 4 vehicles to be stored, as well as an infinite number of special vehicles. As well as that, each of the protagonists have a traditional GTA garage at their homes where they can store a limited amount of vehicles aside from their personal vehicle, which is usually parked outside the garage. But storing vehicles in these locations just causes the same problems San Andreas had. Sure, you can customize and store a few vehicles, but good luck taking them out to play throughout the game. If you get too far from them, play a specific mission, or take too much damage, they're lost for good. It makes spending your money on customizing vehicles other than the personal vehicles feel a bit pointless. And again, vehicle customization doesn't really feel like it has that much of a gameplay impact. You can spend your money on weapons, which now have attachments and skins, but they're all fairly cheap, and just like clothing, you can buy almost all of the weapons and attachments for Michael and Franklin immediately after the first heist. Since you can carry all weapons in this game at once, and the weapons are all basically the same due to the low time to kill and near perfect accuracy, the weapons don't really make that much of a difference in this game. you will have an easy enough time with any of the automatic weapons. And lastly, you can invest your money into the stock market, which is easily abused with assassination missions, giving your characters more of that absolutely useless money. So yeah, GTA 5 is about the pursuit of the almighty dollar, but the dollar gains you pretty much nothing significant. Sure, you can change some of your cosmetics, add mostly useless attachments to weapons, and buy businesses that give you more insignificant income and annoying boring missions, but that's about all you can do. Your money has very little effect on the characters, world, or the gameplay. You could probably play through all of GTA 5 without spending any money, and it'll play almost exactly the same as it does when you do spend cash. So how could money be useful in GTA 5? I mean, just as an example, what if GTA 5 was actually difficult without having money, especially later in the game? What if you could do the Union Depository heist whenever you liked after a certain stage in the game, but the heist is stupidly difficult if you haven't spent money on crew and equipment? Maybe you haven't got the money to make it any easier because you've been spending it on other things. What if, before you do the heist, maybe you could rob some small town banks outside of the city to get some money together? Or maybe you could buy and run illegal businesses that make you some extra cash, which would add some fun risk and reward missions. Then, once you get enough money together, you can attempt a big heist like the Union Depository, which will actually be easier once you've invested some of your money into crew, vehicles, weapons, body armor, etc. Just some more ideas off the top of my head. We could have had purchasable and upgradable safe houses where we could store weapons and vehicles for missions and heists. We could have had customizable heist vehicles that make heists easier the more we upgrade them. We should have been able to change out the personal vehicles with other vehicles with the same amount of seats. Honestly, this is only scratching the surface. There's so many ways money could have felt significant in GTA 5, and it just doesn't. The dollar doesn't feel very almighty at all in GTA 5, except it really should for a game that has a focus on heists and money itself. Maybe the pursuit of the almighty dollar was more about Rockstar and Take-Two's goals with the game all along. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. If you'd like to see more GTA content, be sure to check out the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.